under Suzuki's S15 here on display, and then under Suzuki himself. Look at these twins. Insanely big. Yeah, Taniguchi there next to the HKS GR86. Yo, what is up? It doesn't look like it, but we are at Tsukuba Circuit for Attack Tsukuba. A little bit late this time. Wife's schedule got switched around, and that's kind of one of the things you run into when you live in an area with no, you know, family around. Like, you just gotta handle it. So dad duty took over this morning, getting out here about 11:30. The main paddock, the A paddock, should be opening now. It's huge this year. It's huge. We'll get into it, but yeah, we'll make our way into the paddock. I gotta find a pamphlet, but it's just way bigger than last year. Special request, the reverse R34 GTR engine bay looks beautiful. Like OEM plus. You got factory hardlines down there, factory fuel rail. This looks like the Dodo Hachiroku is just sitting out here. Like, I didn't come out here last year. Like, this is all, I don't know, overflow, you know, it's just, the paddock has got to be so full. Here's the Arios RX8, or sorry, RX7. They were just switching springs and stuff on it. So it looks like it's just catching the end of the morning super lap session. Then it'll be the break, and then in the afternoon there's another super lap section. Super lap session. So here's the class you didn't expect to be here. There's an all Jimny class. They're normally like off-roady style type K-trucks, but yeah, these are for circuit use. Tire warmers and everything. Such an unexpected addition to the event this year. Look at the big old spacers on this guy. I can't, this got to be such a small group of guys doing this. But, you know, here's the good old trusty Suzuki K6A in action, a little 3-cylinder turbo. And this one is about as done up as I've ever seen one. So that is a JB11 body style. I think this is the JB23 body style. A little newer engine, dual overhead cam, Tomei actuator on the turbo, so maybe a little Tomei upgrade kit. And check out this intake manifold, or surge tank as it's called. You can see they elongated it out the back to increase volume. Tire warmers on there. How much of this stuff is, you know, specific to circuit use versus, you know, just off-the-shelf off-road parts? I'm excited to see these guys out. It's gonna be a crack up. Alright, a little detour over. I was just really looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully I'll catch him out on the track later, but yeah, to see him in the pits is pretty cool. So again this year, events popping. Pits are full. Lots of spectators in attendance as well. All the parking was full. I got here late and I had to park way over there, which is behind Tsukuba 1000, like just mega overflow parking.
FD か2かな。
And from above, a look at the pits. There's the Friends S14 there. just see again, just crazy variety. That's one of my favorite things about these sorts of events. And here's Yo-chan's JZ80. Took a look at last year. Wacky Made FD over there, and the Wacky Made R32 right there. So per the norm, there's no shortage of FDs out here, so if that is your thing, you should consider making the trip around the time of Attack Tsukuba, because it's FD heaven. So we ran a 50.1. That might have been a super lap. Maybe they're mixing it in, or I misunderstood that the free circle is coming up next. Anyway, yeah, cool. Got fire ando.
RX7 のようなこういうタイムで帰ってくるかどうか。さらには804ちゃん。
That might be the Mortizo GR Corolla we saw at Osaka Auto Messe, the Cusco one there. So under Suzuki's S15 here on display, kind of like half repaired, the real thing, and then under Suzuki himself, right there. How cool is that? Let's get some goods here. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright. Oh, sumimasen. Arigatou gozaimasu. There we go. Gotta support the legend a little bit, and got a free sticker. Full throttle carbon. I would say that's true. Greddy Trust out here with their GR86. This one uses the T620Z turbo kit for it. Right next to like an X Super GT Supra. At least it looks X, but anyway. Yeah, this is super cool, stripped out. We've looked at it a few times, but quick peek. Stripped out, just keep lightening it. So quiet. It's completely stripped out Lexus, but super quiet inside, you know, exhaust. Midnight T-Tech stickers on it. Smells of fuel, but man, what an exhaust note. Step 1, buy S2000. Step 2, put Voltex Aero on it. Sorry guys, I always show the same things, but man, every time I see the Arvo or the Top Fuel, when it was around, just man, yeah, Voltex Aero for these is just so good. I look at it every time, but Whew, what a package there. Okay, okay. I don't show enough R32s on the channel, but I don't see many like this. Holy moly, let's get in here and check this out. So massive intake plenum. Japanese call it surge tank, so I say surge tank a lot. But yeah, electronic throttle body. Look at these twins. Insanely big. You got twin, get a peek at it. Looks like twin 25Gs, and they are just massive, like full-size turbo doubled. This thing is crazy. Tandem aero used in a very motorsports fashion, but look at the extra wing extensions on the front bumper. Maybe it almost looks like an old chopped spoiler fitted on there. Sticking in there behind the bumper as well. Man, crazy endless brakes. Adjustable links up there. Just keep slipping around here because it's on display. Whoa, nice baby. Look at this cockpit. Battery died, so hopefully we got it, but look at this Cetrap cooler. Is that a fuel cooler? Oh, that's insane. It looks like titanium, like bracing bars built onto the cage. Full carbon door skins on full carbon doors. Oh, all carbon there, a little more there, a little more on the roof. And the trunk's got a carbon N1 style trunk lip on it, but look at the profile on this wing. Got the cool, those little notches there. Like an integrated gurney flap up there. This is wild. Crazy titanium stays for the whole wing mounting apparatus. Teeny tiny fuel cell in there. Man, this thing is crazy. Look at that tunnel. We got some fueling stuff maybe peeping through there. Yeah, some tip of the iceberg stuff that's really cool to check out up close. So this S14 says quarter mile as well, which is what that R32 GTR just said on it. But yeah, it's got similar titanium riser mounts. Wide body, it's cool to see Origin, you know, fenders used front and rear in a non-drift application. Beautiful Evo 8 or 9. T37 SLs on it, Koki, again Origin Aero on it, and gutted. But yeah, a non-drift S14. Cool to see him in grip spec. Right next to another quarter mile car. It's kind of got some truss colors on the run-up logo there, but this wild BCNR 33 too. Holy cow. And then over here behind me in FD row, again this year, that's the under 29 class. So 29 and under, and you have to own an FD. Second part's optional. Okay, just bear with me here, guys. Like, you're gonna say, Steve, you're pulling out all the random stuff, but that's because there's some wild stuff here this year, and by wild I mean ridiculous Honda Today K cars. This thing is one of the most beautiful example I've ever seen, right next to a newer Model 1. Oh man, like similar engine they used maybe through the years, but yeah, different front end, different body. And I mean, if you need a little cheap daily runaround car, tell me these aren't cool. Like, these are still fairly affordable. Their K car probably aren't gonna do great on American highways, but man, to buzz around Japan in, I always thought these were really cool. I've just never seen one ridiculously built like this. Look at the steelies with the stickies, Yokohama A050s on it, and a 185/55/14. And I just took a peep in there, and it's all full interior, so this thing is street duty for sure. The guards up front are pumped, like, oh man, that's so cool. Let's check out this guy. Oh man, the old Wet Sports TC05s, I think they are. That's legit. Blue and the green is a cool combo. Man, either one. I would take either. So cool. This one definitely more stripped out, caged, interior painted green to match the bay. Wow. If anybody knows anything about these cars and these engines, drop it in the comments below. Man, show car or go car, this thing definitely does it both. Vertex edge on the arrow, might be Cho edge, which is those super wide Vertex edge. Got some additional louver vents across the top of the fender, built out, but look at this engine bay. ARC radiator, some cool OG parts there. And that is a Trust, the new TD06 SH20 RX. So it's like a hybrid of the old 20G and the new 25 and the older 25G. It'll flow up to like 450 horsepower. Pretty darn good characteristics of both, so you get the low end jam with the high end power. But man, this car is insanely clean. And just give shout out Speednack Racing, I believe is the shop that put it together. And again, another beautifully functionally clean S chassis. This one, that's the Toy Base 180SX. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the sparkle on the paint. Generator's probably gonna get me here. But again, function, but still looking good doing it. So wandering deep into the pits here to the grandstands over on the back side here. Another FD. Steve, why are you walking by all the FDs? I don't know, there's just a bunch here. We'll look at them, don't worry, but Stancy Legacy? Anyway, yeah, so we'll go over here and check out the view from over here. Maybe I'll eat some lunch. This is the inner hairpin, you know, coming back up to the Dunlop bridge up here. Steve, you never show enough Roadsters or Miatas on the channel. That's because they're not my cup of tea, but I know you guys appreciate them. There's a group out here that really does. And they're cool. When they're done up like this, they're cool, but 9 times out of 10, they're very stock body, but it's got some bits and bobs on it. Big wing and a hardtop. Done like that. That's pretty cool. Some more K-car love. There is a specific K-car class, I should say that. That's why there's so many K-cars, but here's Suzuki Cappuccino here. Again, the most modified Cappuccino I have seen. And we got a Turbo Smart Comp Gate 40 over there. Turbo up there, some coil packs. It looks like it's got some, I don't know, like distributor delete running, maybe like an SR distributor there. Very, very modified Cappuccino. Grandstands under construction. All right, little lunch break on the hill and the infield all done. Let's go check it out. You can hear there's drifting. Well, there's right over there's the Gymkhana pad, but there's drifting going on over there. There's a regular track day going on over at Tsukuba 1000. Quiet right now for a few minutes as they, oh no, we had an FD go. Had an FD go off right there in the inner hairpin. That's a bummer. I didn't see or hear it, but they're pulling it from right kind of in front of where I was sitting, so hopefully it's not too bad. Forget the team name, but the Wild MR2. I saw it last year at Attack Fuji. And Yochan's JZ80. Looking good as always, Ridox Aero. Just a super classic JZ80 time attack trim. Mega spacer in the back. So this might be some sort of like tire shaving apparatus. There's a huge extension on the hub, and then they can maybe spin it and, you know, manually hold something on it to surface it. I don't, that's something I can figure out. Subtle wide body, but it looks, you know, super good. And maybe some fresh endless brakes on there. The pads look brand new. And a little more pure MR2 here, but man, that looks hard to work on. MR2 guys, I don't know how you do it. If you can't tell by the blue skies behind me, and no coat, I guess, but it's an absurdly nice day for February 18th. Maybe it's too warm for time attack, I don't know, but even the sweatshirt might be too much right now. Look at this Swift fully decked out. Swifts are super cool, but it's not something that was in a foreign market to where the audience doesn't know what it is. Man, a time capsule looking CRX. It's got some new Works here. 01s on there. Mugen CRX Pro 2. Man, shiny blue cage on there. Gutted. Fuel cell. Tucked back there. Jeez, the engine bay does not disappoint. B16A. Look at the OEM radiator in place. Polyurethane mounts. Super tidy shave bay. And extra stuff deleted. This is like full-on show car status here. C West arrow on it. Maybe a proper Honda guys would get mad at me if I didn't acknowledge Mugen side steps. Is this some of that rare? Looking at the underside of it, maybe cut trunk and just a little, canister at the back. Everything has been switched out for poly or acrylic. Yep, flat bottom for the trunk there. So definitely Circuit in mind, just maybe a fresh build. Super good looking. So yeah, drift event going on right over at the Gymkhana pad over there. We're still on free run time and they're still doing a little track cleanup. Cars are finally running again, I think, but there we go. Tsukuba facility for everything. It looks like we have Ariyama Miya front bumper with TCP Magic side or fenders on there. What I thought was kind of interesting is external coil packs mounted over here. Must be some leads running down to the engine there. Otherwise, big single down there, just what you'd expect. So this BNR 32 passed me as I was walking and literally stopped me in my tracks. It's absolutely gorgeous. Full carbon trunk, spoiler and wing. White Volks on there. Looks very fitting on the deep blue, the TH1. The engine bay matches absolutely gorgeous, but still on stock maps and stuff like that. Not overkill, it's just really good looking. And check out the strut bar. Shout out Stu at lease spec. That's hilarious. There you go, Stu. You made it to Japan. From a shop called Pro Stock Motorsports. I can't say I've heard of it, but it's a beautiful build. Huge Alcon brakes up front. And it's got the Midori G sensor down there. And how about that cage? Bolt-in cage, but with the X in there and gussets. So the super laps are going, but let's do a little more pit walk, catch some cars as they're in and out, and get some views from the straight. I think this guy was parked in the exact same spot last year, but check out the huge, was that Trust or HKS wastegate? Super OG. Looks like we got a Trust-ish turbo down there. Big boy, whatever it is. Titanium piping throughout. So B-Craft here with the under 29, a couple FDs in that class, and this one we just saw it on the track. It broke its personal best. It broke into the 56s, I think it was, in the 56.7. So yeah, as you can see, we've seen this a few times, but man, this thing is full on ridiculous wing. Man, how about this for a little contrast in Porsches? Next to the RWB Promodet in the windshield. That is sick. Huge splitter and canards down there working with the RWB Aero. Look at the extra extension down below on the side skirts. Phoenix, maybe someone's more familiar with the build, but holy cow. Great lighting today. The RWB Voltex version, holy moly. This is kind of like seeing S14s with quote unquote drift arrow being used, you know, in another fashion. So cool to see an RWB used. I know they drive idlers and stuff like that. Like they're made to be driven, but I think in the foreign market, they definitely are more for the status or the show or the look. Some more FD goodness. I don't know what sides those are. Someone can let me know. But yeah, deep grip. I like that. Look at the big risers on the side skirts. I think another Ariyama Miya front bumper on it, but man. Seriously, you could have a whole video on just FDs. And that one just followed up by this one, you know, kind of more stockish looking body with some over fenders or some wide, you know, wide front fenders maybe, but for real, if you like FDs, come to Attack Tsukuba. The Roadster, look at the tire warmers on there. Got some heat guns, cardboarded into the tire cases, pumping some heat in there. Now this thing is, yeah, full on. Take a look through the little plexi polycarbonate vent. So yeah, another full-on cool Roadster. Hey, Taniguchi there, talking, being blocked. No, get my shot. There we go. So yeah, Taniguchi there next to the HKS GR86. And this just set the record this morning. Is that I wasn't here, but yeah, first run out, it broke into the 56s, I think it was. So HKS continuing to push that stock engine, stock gearbox. At Tokyo Auto Salon, the rep said this thing was like doing 450 horsepower through stock everything. So we'll see how far they can keep pushing it. I don't know if it got rebuilt for this, but certainly a testament to the platform and what it's going to be capable of. Like, think of this brand new car, still in development, breaking out 56, peeking through his massive intercooler, but yeah, such potential from this chassis. Really cool to see HKS taking it on like this. Also, watch HKS's YouTube channel. They putting out update videos on this car. The guy right through the V there, he's on the channel talking about it. I think they got English subtitles, like really high quality production, short little updates on, you know, development of this car. Here's your Japanese for today. This guy's called the Keibin-san, and he's the parking attendant. And they'll be everywhere. And they do a very good job, taking their job very seriously. But yeah, you know, they will let you know if you're where you shouldn't be and help you get to where you need to go. Crazy Alto Works, new gen Alto Works, and the reason probably me and so many other people like really found a love for Time Attack under Suzuki right there with his S15. I just watched the Narita dogfight video. It's not my information, so I'm not going to steal it like it's mine, but they're just putting it on display for the event. It's not running yet, but you can see kind of like the reworked Aero. That's still the old wrecked splitter down there, but yeah, shout out Narita Dogfight. If you like Time Attack stuff, you're following him as well. But yeah, just a wild. Are we gonna get a peek at this thing? I really like these reworked fenders there. Like, it's just everything's gotten like lower and much more for a race car. less and less of like a existing S15 shell. I'm just kind of like borrowing inspiration from an S15. Holy moly. Yeah, that guy was about it too. So yeah, of course VE ahead SR, but look at the suspension. Insane. No turbo, obviously no intake manifold. Not in driving condition, but a good peek at it. Look at those wheel wells. So race car. I like to get nerdy with rear wings, but this is the most intense rear wing I've seen. It's so thick. It's hard to, like, that's a standard size wing up there, and then there's this one. Like, this is so big. Like, holy cow. Ridiculously thick. This aero development as it keeps changing, bringing in new lines to the car. Really cool. Looks like the Cusco Corolla is getting ready to go out. I'm gonna get up there on the wall so I can see this thing go by. Probably look very much like a stock car, but really like the looks of that. R35s. I say this in the most respectful way, they're just so easy. It's the you can have your cake and eat it too car. Put a whole bunch of power through it, little suspension and brakes, and you end up with a pretty darn fast track car that you can have all the creature comforts in. Let's get those wraps. So much FD love. Wacky made FD. Beautiful carbon work on the Wacky made FD. Wide and sleek and smoothed off, and another mega wing. That's got a trunk line like that Super GT Supra I just saw at Osaka Automesse. Yeah, making all the noise. Wow, this thing is getting the beans. Right here in the paddock, no wheels on. Quick jack making it possible. Man, AP Racing, 6-pot front brakes. Just purring. RB26 is purring. Maybe RB28, HKS V-cam on there. Still twins on twin stock manifolds, Greddy turbos. HKS map deletes on there. Yeah, again, not reinventing the wheel, just like a stock harness with the plastic cover. Oh man, pretty darn original cool. Yeah, some good Honda love. Flying around the world. Little plug check going on. But yeah, how extreme can you go with your EK? Very cool. It's like what is that? Like almost an Airwalker front bumper with the splitter. Sounds so good. Some more Honda love, but from Osaka. A little EF here. Yellowed out lenses, spoon brakes, Aslan coilovers. It looks like. I love the. Oh man, check out the fuel rail camouflage peeking out through the hood. kind of cool to see that mix and match of like Osaka style with Spoon or Tokyo parts. Yeah, Tempo Racing. This thing is way legit. Kind of like a sneaky full build. It's a 6-speed Type R shift knob, so this must be, yeah, K-swap. Oh. More K-swap to EK9, goodness. Clearance on the strut tops. See maybe carbine strut bar. ITVs. Some K-tune bits down there. Sport mounts. Yeah, it's just it all comes from America or Canada or overseas basically. But yeah, pipe frame. Big splitter. Look at the fender details, you know, rising up in front and then separating off, square it out, but still like venting. Autobahn Racing Factory BCNR 33. Ridiculously clean engine bay. Holy moly, it's beautiful. Huge Garrett turbo. Ross Performance Parts crank trigger kit, PRP water pump delete. Man, this thing is so clean. Fresh, maybe fresh build. Dry sump down there. Even the radiator is just beautiful. Unbelievable. Nismo strut bar. Wow. Man, they are busy directing people. There's a lot of people here. Fresh endless brakes. Spirit coilovers, it looks like. Yeah, endless brakes. Wow. This thing is legit. Undercoated, stitch welded. Ganadors just for the points. OEM rain visors just for the points. Wow. Switch panel, no dash. Carbon doors, wow. And another amazing, amazing wing. Look at that, 3 elements. And Zayamax's BNR 32 here as well. Rear-wheel drive fashion. That is kind of like the one unique thing about his build. Yeah, massive Garrett as well. Another FD was this Fujita Engineering front bumper. Kind of the same recipe. They all follow because you just don't need to rethink the wheel with an FD. Maybe RE Amamiya on this front bumper. HKS big single down there. Did I say there's a lot of FDs here? Because there's a lot of FDs. Come and visit Tsukuba if you love FDs. Some Extreme S chassis with some Rocket Bunny. VE head and a GCG turbo. Heck yeah, water pump delete. 7-mount, V-mount radiator setup, Bosch throttle body, just the works thrown at this thing. Koguchi power fenders. Oh man.
さあ今スーパーラップ50組目が終了正午。このチームスカイドラゴンゴーダスペシャルチョコバヤケーマンポルシェ987ケーマン S 59秒台50から56秒7秒ぐらいというところ。
So last year I made the comparison of a Yaris to an EG, but how about a Yaris to a CRX? Size-wise, about the same. One thing about Attack this year, that got really excited me because I think it's just an upcoming chassis. I keep talking about it. But there is a whole special RX8 class. And it just has to be an NA RX8. You know, no turbo, no NOS, no supercharger. But yeah, so here's just one example. But this is from Bar 11 Racing. And there's a legit bar right there. They got the alcohol, I guess, on tap. RX8s, it's kind of cool to see them pushing them in their own dedicated class. Maybe the only JZ80 in attendance this year. A couple rad NC Miatas here. Roadsters, sorry guys. Roadtrek supercharger and an intake plenum, I guess. But Roadtrek supercharger on both of them. Maybe that's the go-to power adder for these guys. Cool look, cool arrow. Look under the Cusco GR Corolla engine bay. Looks very much like a stock engine. Surprise, surprise. Cusco bits on there, catch can, and a strut bar. Sneaky new Z kind out here as well. Big endless brakes on it, but otherwise just some little Varus aero trimmings.
ということになってしまいました。この辺りが本当に難しいところ。さあ、そして続いてのクラスが3台出てくると面白い3台ですよ。 非常に先ほど言ったこの筑波トップ10を争う3台です。マックス 32GTR、そしてバンド 33GTR。今シーズンそれぞれタイムを一気に上げてきた。
Dang, Escort Evo in the flesh. Look at this guy.
しかし先ほど1回目は非常にコンディションの悪い中、当然この自己ベストは更新できない3台。さあこの2回目にかけます。筑波のトップ10の中での争いです。
A little bit of work going on with it. Not sure what, but hard at it. It's cool how they channeled the door skin there to make it tunnel in. And just proving the point how many classes there are. Turbo class, NA class, radial class, real tuning class, attack K class of the K cars, under 29, the Jimny class, exhibition class, RX8 class, racing car exhibition class, and then the attack second class. So, huge event this year.
GR スープラ佐々木正宏タイムを出していきたいところ、そしてストレート今ボスのマシン0秒71、それが自己ベスト。さあどうでしょうか。どうやら61組目は飛びます。RX8はさっき出し切った。62組目、このシビック、これはちょっとそして計40番のラジマール、そして今出たさらにはちょっと出る FRK。 さあどこまでタイムが出るかどうか。最速を叩き出しております。で今日
Yeah, Jimny class, baby. Let's go. This is one of those where it's like I was today years old when I found out this was even a thing. I had no idea this even existed. Okay, last night years old. When I was looking at the classes, I cannot believe this is a thing. Cracks me up, but hey, you know, because Japan. And I picked up some Attack 10th anniversary stickers in blue and red. If you want either of these, let me know. I can chuck it in with your Nerd Gold order if you got some parts coming your way anyway. I just thought it'd be a cool way to kind of support the event and allow you guys to buy, you know, some legit merchandise in a consolidated fashion or whatever versus ordering it later. And I got a couple under Suzuki stickers as well. Just let me know and I can chuck it in with your order. They're 1,000 yen each is what what I paid, so PayPal fee plus that. There you go. Yeah, you can support the event from wherever you are in the world. Thought I'd just kind of keep doing this as I visit places, kind of buy little mementos or whatever, and generally stickers, because they pack well, but then you can support the people, support the events that you love. So yeah, let me know, and I can chuck it in with your Nerd Gold order, nerdgold.jp if you need parts from Japan or you're shopping for parts from Japan. Let me know if you want some Attack or Under Suzuki stickers. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there with the Dunlap Bridge again this year. Just kind of worked out to a truncated day, so the video's a little bit here and there. I missed the morning session, but that's life. Dad duty calls, and I'm happy to do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and engagement helps the channel. If you don't subscribe, I don't care about that. Like, if you just like it and say, hey, thanks for the video, that helps a lot. And if you're like, this is not for me, unsubscribe. I want people who are like, yo, Steve posted a video, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna comment, I'm gonna like it. I don't want these fluff subscribers. I don't want numbers. I want like, the 1,000 true fans philosophy. Like, I want people who are engaged in the content. Yeah, if you're like, man, Steve, stop posting videos, just unsubscribe. It's cool. You can do it. It's okay. All right. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love. Be well.